So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a 1st down on their first offensive play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Play action now. Mills being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He'll look to throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go with Drake. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Seahawks at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hustle, hustle.
Walker. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Buying time to his left. It's caught by Sanders. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down, Mills. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to roam now. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Higbee, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go with Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Going for it with Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, Mills. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Ready. Green jack. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show what he's made of.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
6, 7, 5, ready, set, ready, power. Black ultra.
They'll try and throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Mills. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ty Summers came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Come on, set. Right, yellow, one. Ready?
Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point has been through by Myers. And we'll tie our game here in the third. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Second down, back to Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Allen Robinson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Back to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Chop, 17.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the third. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the play fake, Mills. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. We're down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down and goal. Mills. Looking middle, and that's complete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christian Kirk, 57 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Myers counts on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Throwing left side, it's complete. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers in.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it up.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Mills throw, it's complete.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Mills looking to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
They'll try and run it in, and he will get in. The two-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Walker. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. This goes out wide for Drake. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.